Welcome to our deep dive, everyone. Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're jumping right into the thick of it, looking at Swedish harness racing. Specifically, the V75 races happening in Östersund this Saturday, August 9th, 2025.
Yeah, Östersund. It's always an interesting track.
Definitely.
And Östersund itself adds a layer, doesn't it? That finishing stretch is unusually long, 218 meters.
Right, that's quite long.
It is, and it often means horses that make their move late, coming from behind, they actually have a real shot. It changes things tactically.
That's some spice.
It does.
Okay, let's dig in.
Let's do it.
So kicking things off, V75-1, it's a vault start, 2,140 meters, and it pits Class 3 against Class R horses. And looking at the analyses, it seems heavily weighted towards the horses with the 20-meter handicap.
Oh, absolutely. The consensus is pretty strong. There are only 4 horses on the front line, and the quality difference with those starting 20 meters behind, because they are higher class, is significant.
So that handicap is meant to even things out, but maybe not enough here.
It seems that way. And within that group starting behind, there's a real focus on 4 horses. First, 8 Golden Sunrise showed real ability, won its comeback race nicely, beat a decent rival too.
Okay.
Then you've got 11 Mando Gowan. This one's apparently developed really well this year, known for being quick out of the gate, which could help it make up that 20 meters fast.
Right, negate the handicap quickly. Who else is in that top group?
We also have 10 Young Dan. Seems to be in peak form, got a 5-star rating last time, but there's a note about potential unreliability at the start.
Oh, okay, bit of a risk there.
A little bit. And the 4th one is 9 Zigzag Sagasu, known for finishing strong, handling tough races. It wasn't far behind Golden Sunrise recently.
So that's a pretty strong quartet from the back. It leads to the obvious question, though. Can any of those 4 horses on the front start actually challenge them? Is there an upset chance?
It feels like a really tough ask. But if there's one horse getting a mention as a, potential long shot, it's 1 Bourbon Split.
From the front?
Yeah, from the front. The thinking is, if it somehow gets the lead and dictates the pace, maybe it could be hard to catch. Its recent results aren't amazing, but there's a feeling it might be better than it looks on paper.
Interesting. So not impossible, but definitely needs things to go its way.
Precisely. It makes the race challenging, despite those clear favorites from the handicap.
Okay, moving on to V75-2. This is the first of the big ones, the Derby final for the 4-year-old cold-blooded mares. Auto start this time, 2,140 meters, and some strong Norwegian contenders here.
Yes, definitely a strong Norwegian presence, and there's a pretty clear standout favorite, 3 Hollerk.
Okay, what makes her stand out?
Well, she apparently showed just exceptional speed in her trial race. Won it very, very easily.
Right.
Overwhelming is the word used.
Sounds dominant. Any weaknesses?
There is one recurring concern mentioned. Sometimes, apparently, she can break stride, lose her trot in that final turn.
Ah, okay, so a bit of a vulnerability there, even with all that speed.
Exactly. Her raw ability is undeniable, but that's the question mark.
So if Holler does falter, who's considered the main horse ready to pick up the pieces?
That would almost certainly be 9 Hertigen Stone. Big reputation. She won both the Swedish and the Norwegian Oaks last year, which is quite something.
Wow, okay. So proven class.
Absolutely. Now, she did break stride in her recent trial, which wasn't ideal, but the feeling was if she'd stayed trotting, she probably would have won that trial. High capacity, very strong.
And maybe being the second favorite takes some pressure off.
Some analysts suggest exactly that might suit her this time.
Beyond those 2 big names, any others we should keep an eye on? Maybe for places? Or even a bigger surprise?
Definitely. 4 Bruna Victoria is worth a look. She's raced against tough horses, got experience, and she finished well in her trial, even if she couldn't match Hollerk.
Solid form.
Yeah. And for those looking for, longer odds, maybe 2 Hug Decibel, has shown a good turn of foot at the end. And 1 Bjørgen, another Norwegian Oaks winner from last year, interestingly, could be an outsider from that good inside post, especially if she gets to the front early.
Okay, lots to consider there. Let's shift to V75-3. This is the silver division, and it's a sprint. 1,640 meters, auto start. Sounds like it'll be fast.
Oh yeah, sprints are always exciting. Quick tactics, fast pace. And here there's 1 horse getting a lot of attention. 1 Zaxton.
From post 1.
Exactly, post 1 in a sprint. Plus, it's known for being very quick off the gate. I mean, the conditions are described as pretty much perfect for it. Lead all the way is the potential scenario.
Hard to argue with that combination.
Its recent form is strong, too. It looks like a major player.
But it's never that simple, is it? Who's the main threat? Who could potentially challenge Zaxton for that lead? Or try to beat it from the outside?
Well, Six Last Dying Breath is mentioned as a potential long shot, seems to finish races strongly, and having a top driver could be key if the pace is hot.
A good driver can make a difference in those situations.
Absolutely. And 8 King and Mares is in good shape, but post 8 is tough in a sprint. It would need a lot of luck, probably. Also, maybe 9. Never mind him. If the pace is really on, it's been improving and could come flying late.
So the start is absolutely critical here.
Crucial. Determines everything in a race like this.
All right, now for the one you flagged earlier, V75-4. This is where you said it gets really interesting. An apprentice race, 2,040 meters, with some kind of track handicap. Why is this one considered so tough to figure out?
It's just a combination of things. Apprentice races, by nature, can be unpredictable. You have less experienced drivers, which can lead to, let's say, uneven pacing or maybe tactical misjudgments.
It's chaos.
Sometimes, yeah, which can favor closers or horses that can navigate traffic. Then you add the handicap system. It just makes it very open. There isn't strong agreement on this one at all.
Okay, so who is the nominal favorite, even if it's uncertain?
The horse most often mentioned first is 6. Valencia, known for being fast early, likes to lead. Won easily last time, so the form is there.
But leading wire to wire in an apprentice race might be harder.
That's the concern. The unpredictable nature makes that strategy maybe less reliable than usual.
So if Valencia doesn't get an easy lead, or if the pace is messy, who benefits? Who's the horse built for that kind of scenario?
The one really highlighted for that is 15 Panerai, described as having impressive strength, and apparently this race has been a specific target.
Even from post 15, that's way out there.
It is tough, yeah. But its strength is coming from behind, grinding it out against good horses. So if the pace collapses up front, that wide draw becomes less of an issue late in the race. It could definitely be a threat.
Okay, and given how open it is, surely there are others with a shot.
Oh, loads. 1 Avalon gets mentioned, good inside draw. Some equipment changes noted. Could get a nice trip. 9 Soda Square is apparently in top form, possesses a really powerful finish, capable of circling the whole field.
Wow.
And 7 Smiley Brana, also good form, fast early, and significantly, all its wins have been at this middle distance. So yeah, it really does feel like a race where, you could throw a blanket over half the field. A surprise wouldn't be a surprise, if that makes sense.
It does. Definitely one for wider betting slips, maybe. Okay, V75-5, back to the derbies. This is the main Swedish cold-blooded derby, and here the consensus seems pretty overwhelming.
Yeah, this is the opposite of the last race. Almost unanimous opinion here. 2, Tangen Martin is seen as the undisputed king of this age group for the cold bloods.
Just head and shoulders above the rest.
That's the impression. Showed superior ability, won his trial very easily. Importantly, he's described as very trotting safe, which means less risk of breaking stride.
Okay.
The expectation is pretty much that he'll get to the lead early and just be too strong, too good for the others.
So is it genuinely just a race for second place then? Or is there any horse people think could possibly, maybe, challenge Tangen Martin if everything went wrong for the favorite?
It would take something major going wrong, honestly. But if you're looking for the closest contenders, 3 Holt Adam is probably the one. Wasn't actually that far behind Tangen Martin in the trial, showing good development and good speed from the gate. And stable reports are apparently very positive.
So improving fast. Anyone else? Maybe a stablemate or another angle?
Well, his stablemate, 6 Groot Erling, is interesting. Apparently ran quite passively in the trial, held back a bit, but finished with a lot of power seemingly unused, hence there might be more under the hood.
Okay, something in reserve.
Maybe. And 1 Grilzel Best GL and 4 Granbergsborn also ran well in their trials. There's mention of possible equipment changes for them too, which can sometimes spark improvement, but realistically, against Tangen Martin, it's a huge mountain to climb.
Feels like second and third are the real prizes being contested.
That's the strong feeling, yes.
Right. On to the penultimate race, V75-6. This is the big one in terms of prestige and prize money today, isn't it? The Gemplans Store Pris. Group 2, Gold Division, 600,000 SEK for the winner. Some legendary horses have won this.
Absolutely. It's a major race on the calendar. And this year, it looks like a potential clash of titans. 10 Geocache has been on fire recently. 2 major wins back-to-back.
Impressive form. But post-10, that's tricky in a top race.
It is. But Geocache has shown it can win from different positions, doesn't have to lead, can come from behind with a powerful run. So despite the draw, definitely a top contender.
Okay, so who's shaping up to be the main rival for Geocache?
That looks like 8 Double Deceiver. Also been in fantastic form this year, racking up several big wins.
Now, I saw something about a recent scratch. Any concerns there?
There was, yes. A minor cough, apparently. But the latest reports from the stable sound very positive. Training well, feels great, they say. So hopefully that's behind him.
Good to hear. And from post 8?
He's known for being able to start quickly, even from wider draws like post 8. So he could definitely get into a good position early, but like Geocache, will need a bit of racing luck.
This sounds like it could be fascinating tactically, especially early on.
Hugely. Because you also have 6 Melby Joker, known for being very fast off the gate. Could Melby Joker try and blast the front? That would definitely affect things for Double Deceiver trying to come across.
Right. Could force him wide or make him use too much energy early.
Exactly. And don't forget, 4 Hades de Vandel, another high-class horse, seems in good shape and has a great draw in post 4 to potentially be aggressive early, too.
So a real battle for position likely. Any long shots worth mentioning in such a high-class field?
Well, one Cashbank BG is interesting. Caused a massive upset not long ago, so clearly capable on its day, in good form, and has the perfect inside draw. Could get a dream trip along the rail.
Wow, okay. So the start, the fight for the lead, how the race unfolds, absolutely critical here.
Defines the whole race, I think.
Oh, okay, we've made it to the final race of the day, V75-7, the Gustav Persons Min Bronze Division. These final races can often throw up surprises, can't they? And you mentioned mixed opinions here, too.
They certainly can. And yeah, a bit more variation in the analysis here. The most consistent favorite mentioned is 3 Young Yak.
Okay. Reliable in this division, usually.
Generally, yes. Though there's a note that he did seem to tire a bit last time out, but that was over a slightly longer distance. From post 3, the expectation is he'll likely try for the lead again.
And if he gets it and is back to his best,
then he'll be tough to beat, yeah. There are also positive equipment notes, barefoot behind, and a sulky bike suggesting they're aiming for speed.
Okay, sounds like intent.
Yeah.
But who are the main horses looking to spoil that plan?
Couple of strong challengers highlighted. One, Jungler first, ran really well last time, apparently got stuck in traffic with plenty left in the tank, seems close to peak form, and post 1 is perfect. Could get a cozy pocket trip or even challenge for the lead itself.
Ideal scenario from the inside.
Definitely. And the other one generating buzz is 11 Jeremiah Sisu, won its comeback race, and the feeling is it'll be even sharper for this run, described as a real winner type.
But post 11 is a drawback.
It is, yeah. That's the negative. Needs to overcome the wide draw, but clearly has ability.
All right, so a couple strong challengers. What about potential surprises? Any dark horses lurking in this final leg?
Few mentions, yeah. 4 Punchboard, who's actually a stablemate to Young Yak, finished nicely last time. 1's clear, seems to be developing well.
Stable confidence might be split then.
Possibly. Also 10 Onana Boko, another one the stable apparently thinks highly of. Might be dangerous now it has a recent race under its belt. And maybe 7 Barolo Jean. Shows good, consistent form, often finishes in the money, could sneak into the frame with the right trip.
So again, how the early pace sets up seems key.
Absolutely, especially on that long Östersund stretch. Tactics will play a huge part.
And that wraps up our race-by-race look at the Östersund V75. We've gone through the favorites, the main challengers, and hopefully flagged some of those interesting outsiders for you in each race. Thanks for diving deep with us today. Until next time, keep learning, keep exploring, and enjoy the thrill of discovery.